Hey, Dr. Yerby here. In this video we're going to be getting started with using some of the Microsoft online labs using Azure, and then we're going to be looking at virtual machines. So you'll log into your Microsoft account and go to microsoft.com/hands-on-labs. Once you're logged in, we want to look at some of the self-paced labs, and then the one specifically that we're going to be taking a look at is the Azure Virtual Machine and Compute. So we've got to click View Details, and you'll have to go through the authentication process to verify that you're not a robot. So we'll launch this lab. And so the interesting thing is these labs are actually running on Microsoft's Azure server, and we're looking at Microsoft Azure virtual machines. So it's pretty neat that we're using the technology that we are working with. Okay, so it takes very little time to start, and you'll go ahead and click Start, and you'll see in the right hand third of the screen that you will get some instructions. So you can either sign in if you have an existing account, or if you go through and read the instructions, it'll give you a username and password. So go ahead and try mine here. Let's see. It'll log you in, and it'll bring you to the dashboard, and you can go back to the guide, and it's going to tell you several things that we'll start looking at. I'm not going to do the tour. You see, when I logged in this way, it gives me a list of resources. If I would have used one of my existing accounts, I would not have the same list of resources. So I really recommend reading the instructions and logging into the correct account. Right. Then, if I was continuing to go through this module, I will go to Next, and then it would give me some information of what I want to do. So, okay, so I'm building a new virtual network, just following the instructions here. And so as you're going through following the instructions, it's up to you to stop, take a look, and kind of really understand what you're doing instead of just following just the series of steps. You can follow a series of steps and not learn anything, but if you slow down a little bit and you think of what I'm doing, how this relates to creating a virtual network, then you'll get much more out of it by slowing down and thinking and reading what you're doing. Okay, so I've entered all this information in here, and I'm going to select Create. Let's see. Okay. For a second I didn't see my my virtual network, but we can see the network that I just created it. So if you're doing this as part of one of my classes, this is probably at one point where I'll ask you to take a screenshot. Then you can just continue through, and so I'm on the next thing, and I will just again go to Create Resource and follow the instructions. Ask me to go to the Marketplace, which is this over in the left hand side of your screen, and then it wants me to go to Storage right here, and then create a storage account. Alright, we'll create. And so this is creating a locally redundant storage account. So this is my dashboard. Deployment is in progress. So you'll see right up here, and in a moment it should display here on my subscriptions and my resources within this dashboard. So let's see if let's refresh. And here we are. And so here's the storage account, and now if I wanted to go into the storage account and do additional configuration, check to look at different rules or set up queues or different tables to store data, this is where I would do that.